Hello, this is my Milestone 2. I'm going to be going over the white boxing, the blueprinting, and the playtesting that I did. So let's bust it open. First thing I'm going to get into is what's driving me crazy here. It's the blueprinting for this elevator. I'm sure that you, Professor Marquardt, know quite a bit about blueprinting, but I love programming, and this is just driving me crazy. And I'll show this elevator. Basically, I'm trying to get a timeline, pretty simple. I'm trying to get this timeline to go up and down for this elevator, and I'm trying to have it trigger by, at first I tried using finished and then having it delay, and then loop back around to reverse and reverse from end. None of it worked, as in it kind of just had the elevator glitching out, and I've broken it down into two different steps, and I'm triggering that by the event tick, which just is not working. So when all is said and done, it's supposed to be an elevator. But anyway, let's get to the level, because it looks quite a bit different from before. We still have this maze complex area. I have some stairs going. Oops, wow, incredible shot. Okay, so we have this kind of obstacle right here. This is the elevator I've been programming. It's supposed to zoom way up there to get you to the very top. Anyway, the elevator is not doing what it's supposed to be doing right now. Obviously, I have some items in here, which that was another whole hurdle of Unreal events not being super cool with Lyra, and I'll show you how I fixed that in a second. But anyway, let's get to some of the more interesting level adjustments. Please don't kill me yet. Please don't kill me. Okay. So we come down here, and this is what's going to be like the dungeon area, where we have this tube that shoots, or the enemies or the players can fall down through. There's obviously a lot of good pickups down here, but you can get, knocked into oblivion. And there we go, and the kill box right there. Had to figure out where to put the kill box in through Reddit. Anyway, so some more of the map. We have these hurdles to get through. Thanks to Lyra, you can kind of sprint over them if you want. The grenades in this game for at least playtesting are a godsend, because it kind of keeps the enemies at bay. So, elevator that should be going up. Some health, thank you. Nope, those are my friends. Okay, so let's go back up. We have this path that goes up and around. So zoom through here. It's usually a really good spot to kill the enemies when they're not just your friends being idiots. Then we get up here. Here's that merry-go-round from before. Please don't kill me. We can zoom up from here to this upper platform, and this is also kind of a way down to the elevator right there. But again, the elevator is not quite working right now. So there's a couple different ways up into the top. There's a path up here. There's a path up that way. I'm going to try not to die right here. Oh boy. There we go. So let's just try to see if we can do a full run through the map. So this is going to be the open field. Yes. Oh, that feels good. I'm going to go up here. Obviously, we're open to a lot of shots from here. There we go. Please, please, no, you got a friend. Anyway, so you can see that goes up that way, which I've shown before. And now let's see if we can, there's a couple different ways to get down. I've already showed this way, so let's go this way. It's going to be really fun when this elevator gets to working, but again, that's why I allotted so much time for blueprinting, because the blueprinting, the logic to me, is just not the kind of logic that I'm used to in programming. So we have this path down. Oh, I forget how to crouch. Okay. Goodbye. The box. So anyway, we still have some of the same rotating blueprints from before, but I want to give them more use than just, spinning you around, or spinning around and potentially knocking you out. Well, my alarm is going off. There we go. Okay. Now we have this merry-go-round up here, and if I could just actually, all three of them? All three of them are up there? Oh, come on. Now this is about me clearing out that upper level from all three enemies are just hiding up there. It's a good place to hide because there's shotguns and health up there. So we might not be getting them down for a little bit. Obviously there's still a lot of rough edges in this map. Should I go this way? Oh. Please. There we go. Okay. Here. Nice. Perfect end. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Lyra. Alright, now I'll stop this, and I'm going to showcase more of this to see if maybe I can get some advice from here. So again, we have the start location and the end location. The end location was determined by right there. So we have my mouse is not cooperating with me now. Anyway, so we have the start location and the end location. Now, when this blueprint starts, it updates. When it begins play, it updates its current location to the new start location, which is not 0000, obviously. It updates this to the start location, and then that's when it activates. When it activates, it plays through the timeline between 0 and 3 seconds to get to update its new location. And then the go down is I reversed the end and the start points between these two to have it get to its new location. So originally I had this go from finished to go down, and I had this from finished to activate. And now let's delete all of these because they aren't working anyway. Goodbye. And let's run it again. And I can show you what sort of madness I'm dealing with. I think this might be where it glitches out, or it still just doesn't move. And I did set it to movable. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. Okay, anyway, now we have a much clearer shot to get to. Nope. Oh my god. Head desk. Here we go. Thanks. So now it's stuck up there. And I don't know why. Sometimes it'll just go up and then disappear, and then reappear down here and go up, and then disappear when it gets to the top, come back down here, go up, disappear, come back down here. When I say come back down here, I don't mean like an elevator. I mean re-teleport. And for one, it might be kind of cool if this was just an infinite platform that just spawned here and went up and then disappeared and spawned here and went up and disappeared. The problem with that, though, trying to consider it's a feature, not a bug, is that the Lyra player stays with it. So when you ride the elevator up and it disappears and reappears down here, you as the player also reappear down here. So you can't just ride it up and then float when it falls. You stay on it. And I've had blueprint classes before where when the person riding it gets to the top, there's an invisible hitbox right above it that re-triggers a new blueprint that sends it back down. The problem, though, is that's not going to work for AI players because this is a multiplayer game. So it all has to be self-contained. It all has to be a code that says go to the top. When you get to the top, come back down. And that is the trouble that I'm at, and why I've been pulling my hair out and scratching abrasions into my scalp in confusion. So, anyway, look at that. Wow, beautiful. A whole gaggle. Triple elimination. You love to see it. Anyway, I'll finish this playthrough, and then maybe I will. I might just Alt F4 out of this madness. Anyway, the level's really fun, and the playtesting that I had said a lot of the same stuff, where the main complaints I had was Lyra AI based, and I had to just explain to my playtesters that, this is not a review of the game. Please don't focus on the gameplay. Please just focus on the level construction. Like, how much do you like navigating the areas? How do you like the vantage points? How do you like the flow of, like, where you can run around and your options? And also the stuff to pick up. Here, I'm just gonna actually close out of this, because when you have to go into settings and then project settings, and then you have to go into asset referencing, and you have to make sure that shooter core is in here. Otherwise, it won't let you drag and drop anything from Lyra in except for the bot spawners. And I'm sure that this is depends on what folder they're in and what folders it has access to. But this was driving me bonkers. And thankfully, I found help from Reddit regarding Lyra in Unreal Engine 5.1. That kind of people in 5.1 were asking the same question of why can't I do this? And someone pointed to this setting in here in project settings. So in the future, anyone using Lyra, they're not going to be able to add weapon spawners or like launch pads or health spawners and like that until they come into this menu and they add the elements to include shooter core. I think I added these two erroneously. I don't think I needed to do that because I think these two were okay. But this was a lot of trial and error before I found out that I have to add shooter core to place stuff in there. So anyway, I am getting more comfortable with Unreal. I'm getting very comfortable with Lyra, except for playing it. So anyway, that is my video, and save, and thank you for watching.